Davis into the batter's box. Singled and scored his last time around. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center. One away. Runners on the move. Here's a look at the schedule for the Philadelphia Phillies. Tonight, the final game with Miami. Following that, they get Matt Kemp in a series at home against the Dodgers. That'll be Monday through Thursday. Then they look forward to a competitive team. Baltimore Orioles will be hosting.
Well, crucial situation in this game, and obviously a jam for the guy on the mound. He's going to have to step up and deliver.
You don't want to be down any more than the... Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Two men have been put away. Runners on the move. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Marlins 3, Philadelphia 1. And Shane Victorino in. Miami losing last night, and after that losing in game 1, time to try and salvage this 3-game set against Philadelphia. And Nick Hagedorn is the pitcher as the Marlins bring in their reliever. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. Lost that last one by 3.
Yeah, they just need to figure out a way to score more runs when they have to.
And he's safe. Boy, did he just beat that throw. Incredible diving stop. Just couldn't get it there in time.
Well, great effort there, but it takes some time to be able to make the throw once you dive for the ball, and he couldn't quite get it.
Now Chase Utley. 250 is average last season against the Marlins. The pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards first. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And it's up against the wall. Victorino's going to try and score here. The throw. And he's in there to score all the way from first base. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means with the chances of victory. And Gammel's in the box. Not a lot of time left, not a lot of outs to work with. Focus here on every at-bat. Top half of this extra inning with a batter who could be the go-ahead and maybe the winning run.
Now this is going to be an all-out war right here, Gary. Both guys going to bring their best stuff.
Got the ground ball to Alvarez. In time for the out. Davis into the batter's box. Flew out last time. First pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one to Victorino. As he gets to it for the out.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
Kingery batting now. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. And he's out at first. What an out. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Leading it off is Matt Gamble. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the first pitch. Swings, hits this one very high in the air, deep left center. And gone, a home run. That could be the game winner. Just what they needed at a crucial time. They get the run up on the board, breaking the tie with a solo homer.
Big inning for the Marlins right here. They needed this. They got it. And now they're going to see if they can't tack on some more runs.
First one to Taylor. Here's the delivery. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. And Steve, nothing quite like it. You talk about bringing your team up. When you get that extra inning long ball, that is a real riser.
Well, this reminds you why there's no clock in base.
A swing, line drive, deep left field. As he drops back and puts it away.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
And Mayberry batting. Last time up, flew out. And the first pitch. Up the middle it goes. Played by Utley. On to first. That's out number 2. And a shot here. Russell Martin. Two down. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. And Dillon's in the box. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, in this situation, coming into the game a little bit cold, you're going to do.
Swing, sits this one pretty well. Deep right center. That's caught. Side is retired. So they pick up a run on the home run, and that gives. It's Ryan Howard to lead up.
We'll see if he can pick it up right here as he's gone just 5 for his last 22 at-bats.
And May has been a tough month for him so far. Just can't seem to get things right.
And he offers that to Slurve and misses 0-1. And it's 0-2. Ryan Howard. He'll be swinging at anything close here. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. That one fouled off by Howard. Foul. Strike 3. Ryan Howard is gone.
Now this curveball just drops right off the table. The hitter thought he had a beat on it, then he gave up as it breaks into the strike zone. Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just had to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
D'Antona coming in now to pitch. He'll try to close this one out for Miami. There's a ground ball. Grimmage. 2 away. It's going to be Ward. Base hit his last time. Here's the pitch. Change up just misses. 1-0. That one's drilled to short. Mayberry. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
They picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead, and the visiting team going home happy.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance.
Davis into the batter's box. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
I mean, the one thing you notice comparing to his normal trends, he's definitely throwing that four-seamer a lot more today.
Oh, there he goes for second. Strike two. And he is out trying to take second.
Well, Gary's been a step ahead.
And welcome to the those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne. Grounded out his last time up. And the first pitch. Foul! It's fouled off. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And it's in there, the tying run on board. Davis headed for third. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. And pressure squarely on the shoulders of Brandon Beachy right here. He's got to come up with a pitch.
Well, at this point, he's looking for a little magic. They hit sharply towards the hole.
Well, now he's coming up to the plate with the bases loaded. You see that single right there, Gary. Loads up the bases, and he's got to make this pitcher work. A lot of pressure now on the pitching. He's got to look for a pitch to drive.
And here is Michael Morse. And he is well aware of the possible winning runs on at first.
Now, that last at bat was costly. The pitcher needs to bear down and get this guy.
Still nobody out. Here's one hit very well deep. One away. Runners on the move. And Davis is home.
Quality, solid at bat right there. This is what you want to do. With a runner on, find a way to get him in, even if you hit into an out.
Mayberry is batting.
Well, as a manager, you have to appreciate pitching performances like that. He threw a lot of pitches. He left it all on the mound. Very effective today, and that's what counts.
Not a lot of time left, not a lot of outs to work with. Focus here on every at-bat. The runner's heading home. On the ground to second. And safe at the plate, he comes across. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first. One run on that one, so we get to see what that does on our win expectancy chart. That was close. They almost got him. Second baseman had a beat on him, but didn't get it there in time.
Well, the throw's just a hair late, Gary. Safe at first. Good hustle by the baseman.
We're always talking about how much time you have from second to make the throw, but not that time. McGilberry now digging a hole. Oh, and there they go. And it's fouled away.
Now, that's where the home field advantage comes into play in such a huge way, as the prospect of a walk-off homer lurking behind every pitch.
They're going to try for a double steal. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't. Get the double part of it. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Oh, he's got it. Throws to first, side is retired. They pick up 2-3. And it's best start. Ricardo batting. He'll be leading off inning number 10 for us now. He's ready to start it out here. In the home half of the 10th. And Dillon's in the box. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes in,
He flew out his last time up. First pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss on Kimbrel's pitch, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. swing and a liner to right center. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. He's trying for second.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together building confidence and whacking at it. Well, this is what the game of baseball.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. It rolls all the way to the wall. And it's tied up. The tying run crosses the plate. Let's see how much that triple adds to their win expectancy on the WPA graph.
Wow, roller coaster ride continues. You thought they were in trouble in the top half. Now they come back with a big hit here in the bottom half, put them right back into business.
Davis into the batter's box. He could win this thing right now. Fly ball someplace deep.
Well, I expect them to bring the infield and the outfield in here to try to cut that runner down at the plate.
And that just gives him more options at the plate. Hit in the air to left center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Walk-off win for the home team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player of the game.
Well, the reason why you put a guy in the cleanup spot in the lineup is because he's the clutch guy. He's the guy you want up in those big situations. And that's how this game was decided today. He came up and he didn't disappoint, coming up with the big clutch hits to help his team win.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it.
Davis into the batter's box. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And here's the pitch. First pitch to him, a curveball. Swung on and missed 0-1. Last night, Marlins picked up the win. And you love to get that second game in a 3-game series. They're now up. Swing and a line drive. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. And he scores. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And Steve, you look at him grimacing in pain out there. Looks like it's the wrist. He may have to head to the trainer's room. Looks like he's hurting a little bit, Steve. I think they're going to check him out, and hopefully he's going to be all right.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, injuries are part of the game, but boy, you don't like to have to come out.
Struck out swinging last time. One away now. Runners on the move. There's the throw. The run scores. It's going to be Grudzielanek. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm. Going right now, each player feeding off the other.
Well, they're taking
swings, hits this one. It'll be fielded by Ellsbury. 2 away. Here's a look at teams on a roll. Our State Farm leaderboard, the lineups with the best batting average this past month. The Marlins, number 1. Second, the Brewers. The Dodgers, third. 4th spot held with the Padres. And the Nationals are 5th.
Now some of the best hitting teams in baseball right there. Teams that understand put the ball in play. Don't try to do too much. Use what the pitcher gives you and pick up a base hit.
Michael Morris will come to the dish. He'll be the pinch hitter.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. And another foul ball. Hit in the dirt. Adams. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They pick up 2-3 hits. Fisher settling in. He'll be seeking his first. First hit of the game, not a lot of luck so far. D'Antona gets called on to take over the mound duties. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
There's a swing and a liner. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, this happens a lot. You bring in a reliever, possibly the specialist or just a guy to try to get a nice fresh arm in there. A lot of times these pitching changes result in an extra base hit like we just saw. He had a great AB right there, though.
I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
And that breaks low, and it even ends up in the dirt. Checks him at second. Gets back in time. Pauses, and now the 1-0.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Chase Headley can't make contact. That'll even up our count. The pitch. Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
When you can mix speeds and hit your spots, this is what you get. Nice pitch.
Spins on a throw behind the runner. A dive, and he's back in easily. The 1-2 pitch. And Chase Headley watches that one go by, and the count is even. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. A high pop-up. 1 away. Dustin Pedroia, runner in scoring position. He singled his last trip. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at 0-1.
And you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter. You're way ahead of the game.
And Dustin Pedroia watches that one go by. The count is even. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Now 3-1. Pedroia's got the hitter's count.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself.
Pops him up and way up there. Play is made. Kalish will look for something to hit now as he stands in. 2 for 3 thus far. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's the first one. Swung on, hit on the ground. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
What a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Always like to recognize the player of the game, and we've got one today.
Well, you get on one of these hot streaks, Gary, and all you can do is sit back and watch it, and it's an incredible show when it's happening. Spraying the ball all over the field. One just happened to leave the ballpark. That's why he's the player of the game.
And Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A little bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Now, Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set. See you next week.